Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. So now guys, they say the guilty are always afraid, and whenever you do something that you know that is wrong, you quickly run away and hide. So run away and hide apparently is now the new strategy of the Mallam Buhari regime. As guys, I bring you this. Nigerians lambast Buhari for disabling comment on Twitter. So this guy now, the president of a country, by the way, the president of the largest black democracy on the planet, and the largest black country, the largest by far African country on the planet, the president of 200 odd million people according to their own statistics, is actually disabling his Twitter handle because he cannot handle the feedback that he's getting from the people. So if he's there by the popular will of the people, then yes, there will be people who are against him, but the overwhelming feedback, of course, will be people in support of him and in appreciation of his efforts, because of course they have put him there. But if they have not put him there, then he will have to resort to this sort of like a guerrilla tactics of a cut and run and hide with the Nigerian people pretty much since 2015. So he will come out of the bushes, fire a few rounds at the Nigerian people, and then run away into Aso Rock and hide behind his minions, and of course on his bed where he's convalescing. So again, the headline: Nigerians lambast Buhari for disabling comment on Twitter. So now let's find out exactly what this is all about. Some Nigerians on Twitter have kicked against the decision of the President, Major General Muhammadu Buhari retired, to disable the comment section of his tweets. When correspondents visited the President's Twitter handle at Buhari, he had restricted comments to his tweets from January the 15th, 2021. Attempts to make a comment on post proved abortive, as a message prompted saying only those mentioned in the tweet can comment. With this, many Nigerians on Twitter can no longer express their grievances or support government policies via the president's handle. The restriction became noticeable when many Nigerians wanted to react to the appointment of service chiefs announced on the president's handle. Correspondents report that Buhari on Tuesday removed service chiefs and appointed a new set of officers to replace them. Those newly appointed are Chief of Defense Staff Major General Lucky Irabor, Chief of Army Staff Major General Atahiru, Chief of Naval Staff Rear Admiral A.Z. Gambo, and Chief of Air Staff Air Vice Marshal Ishaka Amo. Findings by correspondents show that Atahiru, who was elevated to the position of Chief of Army Staff by the President, was in 2017 removed as the theater command of Operation Lafia Dole for failing to stop Boko Haram in 2017. A Nigerian on Twitter, Jimmy Jams, described the president's blocking of comments as shameful. Also, that's Bigly, so this is the name of the handles, so I'm not going to be reading out the names of the handles anymore, but I'll just read out their comments. But I'll read out this one. Also, that Bigly 411 said, a king that is afraid to communicate or block his people from speaking with him, is that one a king? This is evil, another handle said. And on and on it goes. So another commentator: how can a president put off comment for every post? I am not getting it. Who did we offend in this country? Physical public address, no. Online presence, no. Too bad. Another commentator: this is the cyber equivalent of shutting down TV/radio stations and giving recorded public addresses where no public or journalist can ask follow-up questions. One-way communication, hashtag democracy. Here is another one. President Buhari disabling comment section to his tweet means that he lacks confidence in his tweets. However, some tweets blamed the action of the president on media handlers. President Buhari is too old to handle Twitter page. What a useless media personnel. So now let's break that down in our two sections, into like two sections. So President Buhari is too old to handle Twitter, and President Buhari is also too physically and cranially debilitated to handle Twitter, and more potently, President Buhari is too illiterate to handle Twitter. You will recall in the throes of the elections in 2019 that Sowore was beating the drum beat that this was an analog, rather, this was an analog president in a digital age. So an analog president in a digital age, and the words then, the meaning of it now is being reflected in this Twitter comment by this whoever this straggler is that made this comment, that the man is too old and too debilitated to handle Twitter. President Trump tweets by himself. Joe Biden will tweet by himself. I think they're pretty much within the same age bracket as Buhari, at least according to Buhari's official age. We all know that Buhari is a man that is well in his 80s, but according to his official age, they're in the same age bracket. So what business is Buhari more busy than Donald Trump, that Trump is able to, whilst running the whole world, is still able to tweet, but Buhari, whilst not doing absolutely anything in Aso Rock, can still not handle his Twitter handle. So this is the thing now. We have a comatose president, and we are being held hostage in that country. We carry on. Okay, and it carries on actually to make the point that I've just ranted about now. Trump, as arrogant as he was as the president of the United States, one could comment on his Twitter handle. So that is exactly along the lines of the point that I was making. So here's another commentator. They can only run, but definitely can't hide from our expression. They must continue to hear the truth. We will respectfully make our concerns known. Even if they block the comments, we will keep mentioning them in our daily tweet. This is the most unapologetic government we ever had. So this is the worst government that Nigeria has ever had, of course, because you have to understand that when Buhari fell ill then in 2015 thereabout, there was a lot of speculation that they actually spiked his food, or they spiked him in some form or something. He did go to England, and then they did treat him, and they did bring him back with some form of life still in him, but he's not absolutely anywhere near recovered, because this was a man that was physically and cranially frail in the build up to 2015. So now he now being president in this state now, it just effectively tells you then that we don't have a president, and what we have is a free-for-all. Not that a functional Buhari would have made any difference, but this is the situation that we find ourselves in now. Our conversations in the comment section. The president has shut down his Twitter handle, but then of course it is Nigeria and everything goes. Click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray. The bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video. Click on like as well, because that helps with the YouTube algorithm. Once you've done all the clickings, Mallam Buhari, he cannot handle Twitter, but his handlers cannot handle the truth. Come join me in the comment section. Let's chat about all this. So I'll leave you here. Carry this conversation on with you in the comment section, but here I say peace.